I'm bigcal and welcome to my world. Super Mario Maker for the Nintendo Wii U came out just over a week ago and I've been playing the hell out of it. I've created 2 levels that I've uploaded, I've got 2 more on the way, I'll let you know about those when they're ready. And of course I've been playing the hell out of other user created levels. Now I am a member of a Nintendo forum, mainly a Nintendo forum, but it's the spin-off of the forum for the official Nintendo magazine, and then when the official Nintendo magazine ceased production, some of the users and staff members from that created their own forum. So the members on that forum have a thread where they've been posting all of the codes, the ID codes for levels that they've created, and I decided to go through a whole bunch of them and see what they're like. Some of these levels are possibly the first levels that these people have made and uploaded, which is why they might not be fantastic, and some of them haven't unlocked everything yet, which limits them in what they're able to create. So just keep that in mind with these levels, and well, let's get started. Okay, this was the first course that I tried. Fairly simple course, but pretty well designed overall. I really enjoyed playing it. I like all the springs here, especially when you get a bunch of Goombas jumping and bouncing about on them, although they can rather easily kill you, or at least take away your big mushroom, or in my case there, the Koopa Trooper can take it away. Okay, slide down there, you've got to be careful obviously that you land on the small platform, but thankfully the coins guide the way, which is always a good idea. Okay, up we go, and bouncy bouncy again. Always like these bits in levels where they basically give you an easy one-up and it's just fun to hit a shell and, you know, kill a bunch of enemies all in one go. Something that Nintendo do a lot in their levels, and it's an idea that I really like and try to incorporate some of my newer levels that I'm making. That bit right there, it does feel like a bit of a cheap death to me, just because you're running along and then they just pop out before you even get there, you don't really have time to react. But other than that, fun level and pretty easy. So this second level here is incredibly short and incredibly easy. I can only really assume it's the first level that he uploaded and he was just, you know, trying things out and seeing what can be done in the program. It does look like there is more to this level than what I see, but, you know, basically once you get the propeller thing there, you just shoot up, run across here and you're at the finish line, and that's that really. Nothing much to say about this one, unfortunately. This next course here is called Return to Sarasaland. I don't know how it's pronounced, but for anyone who remembers playing the Game Boy Super Mario Land, the first one, will remember that that is the name of the world that you play in that game. And this level here is the first level from that game, redone in Super Mario Maker under the Super Mario World theme. And it looks great because well, every level looks great in Super Mario World theme. It's a really fun, really good level. It's very well done, recreated here from what I remember of the level. It has been a while since I played the first Super Mario Land, but it's a good level to play through and I enjoyed it. And being the first level obviously is fairly easy until you get to here, and then this is where you realise that it isn't just a straight up port, so to speak, of the level. It has, I guess, remixed it, as it seems to be known these days. The remix level, so they make it a bit more difficult and add in enemies like those guys that I don't believe were in the original level and make things a lot harder for you this time around. But aside from that, it is a very faithful, like I said, port or whatever of the level. So if you haven't played Super Mario Land on the Game Boy, firstly I would highly recommend it. Even if the second one's better, you know, still play the first one on there and then you can appreciate how much better the second one is still. And then once you've played it, come back and play this level and see just how good it is recreated here in Super Mario Maker. this level here, one of my favourite levels that I played, and also one of the most bloody frustrating ones. I like the fact that it's set in a pyramid, a temple or whatever. I think it's pyramid, the name of the actual level. And then you go inside the pyramid, and it looks like you're inside of a pyramid. So very well designed. This bit here, this is the only time I managed to jump and land in the separate little squares that didn't have the evil chomping plant things. I was constantly dying on that part. Here I'm just basically pissing about by shooting fire at things that can't actually die from it. This bit here, the amount of times I had to do this was so frustrating. I would get bored of having to wait so long behind these red buggers that I would end up just doing something stupid and dying. Just so slow, waiting for them to go up the bloody stairs and then across and then down again, and oh, for the love of God, speed up! But aside from the frustration of having to wait here, I do, like I said, enjoy this level a lot. It did take me quite a while to beat. I think it was the second longest attempt at a level out of all of these levels to beat, but I did finally do it, and obviously this is the end bit. Whatever you do here, don't drop down like I did the first time, thinking, oh, maybe that pipe's optional. It's not. And then just a nice little fun bit here to end with the feather. Every time I get the feather, I always forget, because I'm so used to Super Mario World with the cape, that I always forget that you have to keep pressing jump on this one in order to fly. And then, of course, you get to the end there, and that's that. Like I said, one of my favourite levels, highly recommend this one in particular over most of the others, however, it's not my favourite. Bowser's Inferno. This level was the one that took me the longest, just beating out the previous level in terms of number of attempts. It's not so much that it's extraordinarily difficult, it's that you have to get the timing down when the jump's down pretty much exact. So you have to have essentially the perfect run, and I really enjoy these kind of levels. I love precision platforming, jumping on the squares, jumping on at the right time and avoiding certain objects and things like that. Really, really great level. What got me a lot of times here, you can see me jumping, is that I would come down on that and immediately get hit by a fireball, and I think I did that quite a few times. And then of course this bit, the first time I ran straight for Bowser there and immediately died, because that's not what you're supposed to do. Although I did get pissed off that he could still affect you with his jumps here and paralyse you when I kept trying to jump up, and time my jump to avoid everything here. But of course I did eventually manage to do it, as this is the run where I finally completed the level. As you go up here again, you have to continue with those precision platforming jumps and timing. I did get hit there, but that was due to my own stupidity of moving into the flaming, spinny, platformy thing. And I can't remember what they're actually called. The power block, as soon as I saw that, I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is to kill Bowser with. And that is exactly what you do with it. In fact, I even threw it at the bugger just to make sure. So, very fun level. Love these old style castle levels, and especially love this one. It's excellently designed and a wonderful precision timing platforming level. Well, while the other two took me the longest to complete, this level actually played the longest but never actually finished it. One of only 2 levels, I believe, that I couldn't complete. This part here I spent so many times dying on with the bullet bills, where I'd miss time the jump and I'd just die, and then getting up here I kept constantly hitting the spikes on my way down, because you have to, of course, make sure you follow the correct path. And then I think I literally made it up to this part twice. This was the furthest attempt I got, and I ended up just rage quitting because I could not be arsed to piss about with these bloody spikes anymore. And here is the second level I was unable to complete. I believe these were by the same user. And spikes were once again the pain in the ass problem that made me rage quit. It took me so many attempts to get that good at it, and that's as good as I ever got. Well, this level was strange. Just sort of run, bounce on enemies and hope to Christ that you make it to the end without 100% dying. Which, yay, I managed to do. It was, you know, kind of fun. Just a straight line with a bunch of enemies thrown in. Well, it seems that I forgot about this level because this is the third level I never completed. And the reason being is it's just a giant clusterfuck of enemies. Obviously, you're in the sky, you're on a cloud, the clouds don't last forever, so after a while you have to, you know, switch clouds just like there. But you've just got so many enemies everywhere, all around you. It's kind of impossible. I'm not a fan of these clusterfucky levels. I just want good precision platforming. Now, firstly, I just want to make one thing clear. I have cut out part of this level. It's a ghost house and it is fairly cryptic, especially the first time you play through it, so I didn't want to spoil how it's actually done. Normally I'm not a fan of ghost houses. This one I absolutely loved. It's tremendously designed. It's one of those where you have to go back and forth through doors and, you know, do something in one room and go back to the other in order to be able to, you know, complete the level. Really enjoyed this one. Like I said, definitely give it a go, and I didn't want to spoil it for anyone, so I've just moved ahead to me ending it. Really good level. Well, this level here is simple enough, short level. I think it's called Mind Your Head or something, and obviously you just have very little space to jump over enemies and avoid objects. Took me a couple of tries to do it just because, you know, it kept hitting the ceiling and dying by hitting an enemy, but aside from that, a short and very easy level. Simple enough. I actually quite enjoyed it, all things considering. And finally, the last level, and it might look familiar, because it is essentially the same as Return to Sara Land, or however it's pronounced, in the sense that it's a remake of Super Mario Land 1-1. Only this one's a more faithful adaptation of the level, and not so much a remix like the other one was. As you'll see, just coming up soon, there were not a bunch of crazy enemies on here. So it's just basically the original Game Boy game level, and that's that. Nice and easy, nice and fun, reminds me of that old game that I do enjoy, even if I do prefer the second one. Which reminds me, I'll have to look up and see if people have started creating any of the levels from the second one, which might be actually more difficult to do. So, that was 12 levels in total that I played, and there's a whole lot more just from these users that I want to go through, as well as other levels that I've seen people play online that I would like to give a go myself. Anyway, out of all these 12 levels, I think the most fun I've had playing it, and the one I would recommend the most, is Bowser's Inferno by the Wii user Kane. I'll put up the ID number somewhere here so you can go play it and hopefully have fun. It's an excellently well designed level in my opinion. It's a little difficult at first with the timing of the jumps, and especially the first time you play it you're not expecting certain things, but once you get it down it's a really fun level to just go through, test your platforming skills, your timing skills. It's not stupidly difficult like far too many of these levels online are right now. But yeah, definitely play that one. So, I'm bigcal, thanks for watching. I'll be back again soon with another Super Mario Maker video where I go through some more levels, and hopefully there'll be some more levels I can recommend to you.